We want to not be stuck in hidden tensions that run in the background that take up our slack. In this video, I'm going to show you a really easy way to release your psoas. How many hours have you been sitting in your life? The first movement when you're doing somatics, the first time the brain isn't used to paying attention, we want to really slow our descent down. This foot just starts to push down. Arching the low back forward, add to that, pulling low belly toward thigh. And for extra credit, you could even sort of roll that thigh a little bit out like that. Can you find the connection between low belly and inner thigh? That foot is taking some of the load, that foot on the floor. Can you come out of that? Low back lowers as your knee and foot lower down. Less and less. You're just coming out of it. You're just softening out of that. Can you come all the way down to rest, all the way down to no effort? Arching the back forward to roll and bring that low back down toward this knee that's going to lift. Psoas pulls that leg up into the body. You can help it if you want to give it some assist, or you can have the pleasure of just pulling it right on up. Okay, great. You can let the weight of the leg be the opposition, or you could give a little bit of assistance here, a little amplification with that hand pushing down. And letting low back sag down into the chair to come away from that thigh, just reach it on out, easy. Beautiful. It's the combination of arching back with the hip flexion, that's psoas. If someone isn't teaching it to you with the arching back, they're really not understanding what psoas does. Find your breathing. Really tune into that cycle. Take your time and follow me at your own pace. The gentle breath in. Slow, 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 slow. Slow breath in as you arch your back. And can you sort of suck in like a sniffing breath in? Can you pull that knee up and close that hinge of the hip with the arching back at the same time? That's it. Exhale slow. Okay. We're stuck in our breathing distortion. So here we're actually looking at, can we be stuck on the inhale? So squeeze the air out. Slow breath in, arching the low back forward. Sniff this thigh right on up, pulling it on up. Can you close that hip, front of the hip? Great. Lower slowly, little steps. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Breathing as you need to. 7, 6, 5, 4. Let it open out onto the floor. 3, 2, 1. Just let that whole line, this whole back is sagging down to the floor. Beautiful. One last time. Can you be in control of the contraction? Can you be perfectly in control of the relax? Okay. Can it be your will? Can you reinstate your voluntary control of this strip of muscle? Okay. Not the autopilot running it. You're switching it to manual control. Breathe as you need to. The gentle breath in. Squeezing the air out. Gentle. Arching the low back forward. The breath in pulls that on up. Really, it drives that on up into the body. Arching the back forward, connect the two. It's connecting the front of your low back spine to that inner thigh. Okay, that outer foot, that foot on the floor, takes some of the load if it needs to. Lower slowly, slowly. Breathing. How do you soften at every step lowering down? Is your body softer, softer. Low back is relaxing away from thigh. Thigh is relaxing away from low back. Reaching on out, just easy, really settle into that. Okay. All right. Now, stand up and see what you've got. As you're standing, which side of the front of the hip opens easier? Okay. Which glutes are able to just work a little bit less to hold the front of the hip forward? Is there a difference? Is the front of the hip open differently on one side than the other? Better do it on the second side. As you arch your back forward, can you protrude your belly out toward that second knee? And pause right there as you push the foot down and lift the leg, the second leg that we're about to do, side number 2. Can you begin to see that low back pulls toward thigh? Can you find, look inward? What are the 2 points that are pulling together with this movement? And that foot can share some of the load, that foot that's pushing down. Can you relax out of all of that? Just slow, slow. Is it less and less effort? Back relaxes, is softer and softer. Slide your heel down the mat a little bit. Let that open. Okay. Find your breathing. We're going to have the breath in be synchronized with the closing of this psoas muscle. Breathe slowly, slow it down. The breath in, arching the back, not a big stretch, just connect, bringing your low back spine that pushes the belly, that holds that playing card right in the crease of the thigh. Soften out of that. Just gentle, gentle, gentle. Lower down a little bit, maybe pause. Come back into the haze of it, reverse into the contraction. Gently arch the back, pull the knee up. Hand could be offering some opposition if you'd like more amplification, more clarity in what the brain's perceiving as these lines of tension. Lower down slowly, slowly. The weight of the leg might be enough. Can you relax that down? Can you relax your low back? Let it go toward the back of the chair. Can you let that leg lower down? And can your brain even see that the front of the hip is opening? As you arch that forward, they're pushing the tummy forward. The back is tightening. Add to it, closing up. Squeeze that crease. Doesn't have to be a big movement, but are you connecting the dots? Are you connecting front of spine to inner thigh? The muscle wraps around and attaches to the very back of the femur. Can you find that effort? And can you lower down easy? Can you teach it? How good a teacher are you for your nervous system to let it out of the tensions that are running all the time? Back relaxes, leg opens out, front of hip opens. That. Okay. How do we want to do the breathing? We could try one on squeezing the air out, makes the contraction. The gentle breath in is our running start. Squeezing the air out. Arch the back forward, arch the low back forward, all the air is out. Maybe that's the breathing pattern. Which one makes more sense? Which breathing pattern is your nervous system more eager to follow? We want to do exactly what the autopilot likes to do. We're trying to take control of those automatic tension patterns. I like the sniffing breath in with this one. Closing it on up. The gentle breath in. Sniffing that joint close. Pull it right on up into the body. Even lift the chest to pull that muscle right on up. There you go. Side of the neck muscles. There we go. Those muscles are on, along with this full body pattern of arching back forward, thigh pulling forward. Can you relax the top of the ribs down? Can you relax that psoas muscle line, opening all the way on out? Back lowers away from inner thigh. I invite you after this to stand up and walk around and see, what is it like to have this line more free? Now, the goal is to be free enough in your body and have your muscles rested enough that you can do the movement that I call unsitting. That's my best psoas release at this point. And there's some variations which make it more powerful even. Thank you very much for practicing with me today. I'm Eric Cooper, InspireSomatics.com.